Hello friends. Let me just do my usual get ready here and readjust things. Let's go with that. How does that look? I guess I'll know in like 2 seconds once my stream gets going on my computer. All right, let's try that. Hey, welcome. I am Clay Emo. I'm at Connect Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCBC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary live on Tuesday night, December the 22nd. This is where you get Canucks insight that's positive and timely. You know what's weird? I'm looking at my phone, but then I'm looking at my computer and it doesn't look exactly the same. Give me a second because it's too, I had too much above my head, but that's maybe, okay, let's go with that. I'll survive with that. Thanks for being here. No matter, I always say, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in Richmond, like me, in the Steveston area, whether you are in the Lower Mainland, in BC, in Canada, on the continent of North America, or around the world, I appreciate you being here. I know and I recognize that you could be doing absolutely anything else right now, but instead you are here with me, and I do not take you for granted that way. So thanks again. Thanks for being here. As always, I invite you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, but you've likely subscribed already. That's why you knew that I was doing it tonight. And I invite you to like this video as always as well. I always like to see when the likes match or very close to the number of people that are watching. Really no excuse why it shouldn't, but again, it doesn't really matter to me. And yes, thank you, Dexter. I did get my hair cut. I needed to do a big work webinar tonight, and I got to film my part for my Canucks Christmas Carol with Marie tomorrow. I'm doing a Zoom chat tomorrow, which I'll tell you about at the end of this this live stream. So there's a lot of reasons why I had to continue to look good. If you guys have been following me on social media, you know that I have some new tiles on my wall here. There's 10 in here. The only one of me, my only solo shot, and then we have another 30 out in our living room as well. And yes, my family said that my only solo shot happens to be a Canucks one, of course. It had to be in my office and wasn't allowed to be out in the main room. I'm not sure how I should take that, but that's okay. I'll survive. And so a lot of good things happening. I'm off work for the next 2 weeks, and unfortunately I lost my fantasy football matchup in the Final Four. I knew this was going to happen, right? I think I told you we split the pot in the two 50% pieces. The winner of the regular season wins the half of the pot. So that was me. I won $250 because I went 12-2. I was really good in the regular season, and of course I got thumped in the first week of the playoffs. It didn't help that one of my two QBs got injured in the first quarter, Derek Carr. My receiver forgot how to play football. So it's okay, no excuses. My son Sean is won the other semifinals, so at least there will be an emo boy in the final. I'm gonna get your comments right away. I guess a couple other things I want to tell you about. Exciting things is I'm gonna be live streaming, as you know, a lot of post-game live streams in the new year. So I can't wait for that. Once the schedule comes out, I'll figure out what nights I can do, what nights I can't do. Got a new chair, brought it back from the office, so I will not be syncing, at least not intentionally, or unintentionally. So that's a good thing. And I'm been fooling around with Streamlabs a little bit as well. So I think for maybe in the new year when I start some of my live streams, I'm gonna try using just one of those live streaming platforms. Right now I'm doing it off my phone, but I fooled around with using a webcam and a nice microphone, and then we get pop-ups when someone subscribes and then when someone donates and all that goofy stuff. So gonna look at that as well. Lastly, instead of recapping all my vlogs for the past week, you can just look on my channel if you want to see that. I will say that obviously the biggest piece of news, the NHLPA agreed to an agreement, and 56 games from January 13th to May 8th. So 56 games in 116 days. So that's just basically one game every 2 nights. Of course, they're not going to just alternate every night. They're going to go, sometimes 3 and 4, sometimes back to back. But overall, it's going to be a quick sprint to the playoffs. And in my vlog today, I outlined some of the key dates, and I think we can talk about it in this vlog as well. So I want to wrap my intro up like I always do within the first 5 minutes. I see that that's happening right now. So let's get to your question. And as you know, someone gave me a dislike. Whoever that is, God bless you. I try and read all my comments as long as I can, and I'm able to. Fangirl Gaming. Hi, Clay. Do you think that the Canucks play in Vancouver or in a hub city with the other Canadian teams? I'm confident that they're going to work it out. It might not be perfect. It might not be easy, but I think that the Canucks will end up playing in Rogers Arena. Not in front of fans yet, but I do think that they'll work out something where they're playing at home. Coach Rob. Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas. Hello, Rob. Debut Hunter. Hey. Hello, Debut Hunter. Nice to see you. Hey to you as well. Joshua. Happy holidays to everyone, and thank you, Clay, for being such a great influence as leader of the GLCPC. Thank you, Joshua, I appreciate your kind words, and I think you are a positive person as well. I see the way you conduct yourself, the way you run your own shows. So, Joshua, that means a lot. I appreciate that, brother. I hope you're well. Fangirl, hope you and your family have a great and safe Christmas, Clay. Thank you, Fangirl. I hope that you do as well. I hope that everyone on this chat does so. John, hockey back, hockey front. Yes, hockey is back, and I'm excited. Arso, I think you missed last week, right? Glad that you're here. Oh, by the way, thanks everyone. You guys know that I bumped it from yesterday to today. Anytime I bump the day, I'm always worried that not a lot of people are going to come on, but I have a sneaky feeling it's going to kind of grow tonight. Yes, yesterday was Kayla's 13th birthday, so I now have 3 teenagers in the house, a 19-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 13-year-old, and we had a great time. Actually, was on Canucks Hockey Blog's little live stream, their Christmas party. And after I went on there, then I decided I better spend some more time with Kayla. So we played some mahjong. Those of you, maybe you're Chinese or maybe you're not, you know what mahjong is, that tile game, that Chinese tile game. Yeah, we had a good time. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad that you made an effort to be here. Oh, by the way, actually, this helps a lot, if you don't mind. Okay, so I'm not going to do 1, 2, or 3 because I get mixed up. Write in the comments right now, just write down, and I'll get to everyone's question, don't worry. Write down how you hear and how you remember to come to these live streams every week, whether it's Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Can you just say, just type, don't forget numbers, just type in, you remember, you see a YouTube post, you see it on my Twitter, or you see, you're reminded when you're watching one of my YouTube videos. Again, so you can type whatever. I'm not going to add any codes here, like 1, 2, yes, no, blah, blah, blah. But just tell me how you remember to come here, or how you know to come here, even when I change days on you sometimes, or I might forget to tweet the link out. So is it because you remember? Is it because you see it on my YouTube posts? Or is it because you hear it in one of my YouTube videos, or you see it on Twitter? I'd love to just know, because I do appreciate you. And I like asking these goofy questions once in a while, and not just because I need to fill time, because I don't need to fill any time. Okay, Arsenal, happy holidays to everyone in here. Such a fun time of year. Christmas is coming up, basketball is back, World Juniors are coming up, and hockey is coming back as well. Arsenal, those are 4 or 5 pretty sweet things. Yeah, some pretty exciting games. You know, the U.S. Finland in the World Junior warm-up. Saw Lakers and Clippers go at it. The Brooklyn Nets winning. Kevin Durant. It was a good day for sports. Dexter, fresh cut. Thank you, Dexter. It takes one to know one, even though I'm not sure what your hair looks like right now. Petter Hughes, hey Clay, lots of NHL news the past few days. Thank God, Petter Hughes. I've had some stuff to talk about on the channel, but yes, it's exciting, and it's going to keep going. Exciting signings, maybe no trades, but signings for sure. Schedule is going to come out in the next couple of days. I got my next Canucks Christmas Carol coming out in the next couple of days. I'm very excited. Nahal, hi Clay, how are you? I'm great, Nahal. Hope you're doing well as well, enjoying your break. Fangirl, when's the Christmas parody coming, Clay? I saw your tweets. Thank you for asking, Fangirl. I'm gonna release it on Christmas Eve. Marie's filming her part today. I'll film my part tomorrow. I'll edit up tomorrow night. It's gonna be a quick and easy edit, and we are gonna release it on Thursday morning. Ryan, Clay, Ryan, great to see you. Hope you're well, brother. All the best to you and your family. Same to you, Ryan. Thank you. Edmund, hey, oh yeah, you got a haircut. Indeed, Edmund, gotta look good. Gotta represent the GLCPC, if you know what I'm saying. Edmund, with some signings, do you think Hamonic or Vatanen will get signed real soon, maybe by Canucks? I think Hamonic and Vatanen will get scooped up soon. I hear very little about Vatanen in this market, and I think he will command more than Hamonic. So if anything, Hamonic might be the guy, but it seems kind of quiet there too. But I keep hearing that it's down between Vancouver and Calgary for Travis Hamonic. He's from Manitoba, and he wants to stay in Western Canada. Oliver, hello Clay, and Merry Christmas to you and your family. Do you think Demko will be the starter if we make the playoffs, or will Hope be start? Oliver, Merry Christmas to you as well. Too early to say. That's going to be the first week of May, second week of May when the playoffs start. I think you got to go with whoever brought you there, meaning whoever is playing better and whoever won the majority of the game. So we'll see. But I think in a perfect world, you have both. You're well positioned with both guys. Demko did a great job in the playoffs, obviously, although a small sample size, and Holtby is a proven winner in the playoffs. Eduardo, who do you think is the Vancouver Canucks best fighter is of all time? Best fighter, Gino got a lot of penalty minutes. He was a fighter, but Donald Brashear was pretty good too. He didn't lose a lot of fights. Best fighter, yeah. I know Gino's a popular pick, but I think Brashear was a really good fighter actually. I'll go with him. Dexter, hey Clay, with the NHL season coming up, will you be officially starting a fantasy league? Dexter, I think someone brought that up last stream. Someone brought up, am I going to be doing a hockey pool? I'm in a I wouldn't say intense, but a very involved fantasy league. I've talked about it here before. It's a keeper league year over year with drafts of free agents and the rookies and a salary cap. So that's the one I put a lot of my attention on. And then I do two, I'm in a church guy pick'em. I'm in my mom's work pool pick'em. So that's already 3 pools that I'm in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more, but I'll think about that over the break. And if so, we'd have to do that obviously before January 13th. Why don't you run it, Dexter, and then we'll all join yours. We'll see. Peter Hughes, Tampa Bay is now $6 million over the cap without Cirelli signed. I don't think Kucherov being on LTIR will solve anything, since what would they do if he comes back? Well, Peter Hughes, yes. So we know that Tampa is $6 million over the cap. We know they have until January 13th to get cap compliant. We also knew that if Kucherov starts on LTIR, they technically don't have to worry about making that space until he's healthy. So, as his rehab goes, as his healing goes, as his recovery, they're going to have a heads up there. It's not like he's just going to show up on March 1st and say, hey, I'm ready to play now, put me in. So they'll have time to make moves, send guys to the minors, trade guys to make space. So I'm not too worried about that. But we've seen that Tampa Bay is quite smart when it comes to cap management and transactions. So I don't think that they are too worried about it right now. Nahal, what are your thoughts on a few people saying the Canucks logo is racist? Isn't that weird? They didn't have a problem for 20 years and now they have a problem with it. Yeah, I talked about this a couple times, actually not on my own vlog, on CHB last night. What are my thoughts? I'm not First Nations descent. I'm not, Aboriginal, so I don't know for sure. But it's even weird. It's interesting that from the Aboriginal community, some people are saying it's not racist and others are saying it is. So, and those are the people who I would trust the most, right? The people who it's their culture that some would say is being, appropriated or whatever it may be. So I would trust their opinion, and they're even divided. So I thought it became too big of a deal than it should have. It wasn't the best way to welcome Braden Holtby, but I also think it's a good way to spark conversation for sure. Also, I was wondering if people in here were still down to do a fantasy league with Clay. All right, so I'm going to talk about it. I think about it, but also if you and Dexter want to run it, I think that's a good idea too. And I can help pump it up. How's that? Dexter, hey Clay, did you watch the Switzerland versus Austria? No. And the Finland versus USA games today? A bit. I only watched the third period of USA Finland, and I didn't watch Switzerland versus Austria. How were they? The US Finland one sounded pretty good. John, Abdicator still not signed. That's true. Debut Hunter, bad case hypothetical. If Holtby were to get injured, do you think Demko could be ready to handle an 89% load? I think in a regular season, yes, but not in a compressed season, Debut Hunter. And Debut Hunter, I'm going to call you DH. It's just easier. I hope you don't mind. I just make up names for people as I go. But in a regular season, yes. In a compressed season, no. So I think your third goaltender, you got to have at least a little bit of confidence in him, because that third goaltender is going to play this season. No, what are you doing on Christmas? In the morning, I'll be going to Mass, live streaming it with my son, Jacob. Then we're doing a family Zoom. We usually get together with my mom and my brother. Can't do that, so we'll do that over Zoom. And probably watching some hockey for sure. And maybe returning to a plethora of comments on our Canucks Christmas tree. I'm just kidding. Maybe we should do a live stream. No, we're not going to do a live stream on Christmas. But family for sure, church, the usual. It's going to look a little different. What are you doing, Nahal? Let me know. Peter Hughes, the Canada junior team is stacked with Kirby Dach as captain, who's already played one NHL. Yeah, Peter Hughes, the Canadian team, I really like their offense and their defense. They are stacked. Their goaltending worries me a little bit, but with the juniors, it's always crazy, those type of games. So, I'm excited to see how they do, and they definitely got a lot of offensive talent for sure. Nux, hey Clay, when are you doing your NHL live stream? Can you do it this weekend? Yeah, I talked to the boys. I gotta come up with an appropriate time and make sure that they're up for it. We played a bit of NHL last night, and Jacob beat me 2 out of 3 in threes. I don't know if you guys remember when we did the live stream back earlier this year. We played a game of ones to decide who got the bye. So that was Sean, and then Jacob and I then had to play in the semis. We played a game we went ones, threes, full. So Sean won the game of ones quite handily. Then I actually smoked Jake in the threes. Usually I don't smoke him. He we're about 50-50, but I beat Jake in the threes, if you guys remember that. And then I almost beat Sean in full, and which would have been ridiculous. And I'm sure I would have sent him into a tailspin or a spiral. But my goaltender held me in that all the way to the shootout. And then you saw how bad I was, obviously. But Nahal, to answer your question, I have to talk to the Nux, to answer your question, I have to talk to the boys and see if they're up for it. I know we promised one, so we'll have to figure out when we're going to do it, and I'll be sure to hype it up. If it's not this Sunday, maybe we do it the Sunday of the 3rd before we get into... so one of the next 2 Sundays, we will see if they can do it for sure. Peter Hughes, hey Clay, I just watched your recent videos. I noticed you have some bots commenting love messages on your videos. Other YouTubers have been getting them as well. Yeah, Peter Hughes, I try and delete them when I can. But yeah, that's getting a little worse. I don't really get. It's not my thing to see half-naked women with their butts sticking out, putting all these hearts and "I love you" on the thing. So that might be something for other people, but not for me. Happily married with 3 kids already. Okay, that's enough. John, is the NHL have bubble? I think the point is to try and get everyone playing in their home city right now. John, no. How many goals do you think PD and Besser will get in a 56-game season? Let's say PD gets 25 and Besser gets 20. Okay, I think that's good. In a 56-game season, let's go 25 and 20. Arso, very nice. Wish her a happy birthday from us. Thank you, Arso. I will. Rome, love to do a hockey pool with Clay, depending on the format. Yeah, Rome entered my playoff one. I think actually Rome was the one who asked if I was going to do hockey pool this year. I did that fun playoff one. We will see. Arso says 1, 2, 3. Oh, when I was asking for how you guys remember how to do the streams. 2, I've memorized. I remember post notification. Oh, good, Ocean. That's great. So that means someone is getting the post notifications. I never know when I use those. That's awesome. Ryan, I usually find out 30 minutes before you go on. Hey, 30 minutes is better than not coming on. Remember, and YouTube puts the upcoming stream on my homepage. Oh, that's good, DH. I'm glad. I hope you don't mind me calling you DH, but I'm really glad that you get notifications. That's awesome. That's awesome. YouTube post in memory from Nahal Nux. I just press on YouTube and see your live streaming and I join. Okay, that's good. I like that. Andrew, YouTube post. Remember, it's Mondays. Very good, Andrew. YouTube videos, Arso. Thank you for watching those, Arso. Rome, I clear my schedule to be here for your live chat. Rome, that means a lot. It really does. I would never make fun of you saying you should find other stuff to do. I really appreciate you and all of you for taking some time. Rob, I have a note on my wall in my den. Well, Coach Rob, that's pretty impressive. I just have pictures of myself on my wall in my den. Nux says sometimes memory. Joel says I get lucky. I hope you're talking about the live stream. Justin says YouTube notification in memory. Joshua says notification in my subscription. That's awesome, Joshua. Fangirl, are players like Vertanen and Myers exempt from the quarantine as they spent the off season in BC? Yes. If you did not have to travel out of country or even out of province, they can just come and start skating here and practicing with the team. Peter Hughes, I remember because there were not that many things to do with this pandemic going on. I've been on the computer more because of that. That's a really good point, actually. No, are you going to get the reverse retro jersey? That is a very good question. When I first saw it, I was like, nah, I'm okay. Then I said, wow, that looks pretty good. I was close to buying one. Then I said, no, I can actually save. I can wait a little bit. So yeah, I think I'll eventually get one, but I'm not in a rush to get one right now. Dex, how about you, Nahal? And let me know if anyone's actually bought a reverse retro jersey already. Dexter, wet hair right now. Just got out of my cold shower. Thank you. That's good info for I'm not sure what. Arso, Rome, I was thinking of doing a Yahoo head-to-head points league, but it doesn't matter to me. Very good. Dexter, there's a fight at my school on Wednesday between a bigger kid and another kid. The bigger kid got his butt whooped and he was cut below the eye. After school that day, I went to the bigger kid's ... Instagram and I saw you were following him. He has a bowling emoji in his bio, so I assume that's how you know him. I found it pretty funny that a kid who fought at my school is followed by you. Dexter, is that Belenko? Is that Ethan Belenko? Let me know, Dexter, because that's, or it's either, or it's Caden Singer, right? If because I don't follow a lot of bowlers, but no, Belenko lives in Campbell River. Okay, so you know Belenko. It is Caden Singer. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, but yeah, I got to know both those kids bowling with and against my sons, and I like them a lot. Oh, I hope Caden's okay. But Caden's the guy that got his butt whooped. Shoot, I'm sorry to hear that he got in a fight. Dexter, tell me more about it. That sucks. Dang it. Okay. Joel, hi Clay. Caulfield was great against Finland. Do you think choosing Podkolzin over him was a mistake? No, Joel, I'm not going to say that yet. Two different types of players, obviously. And no, I think it's way too early to think anyone was, a mistake in that draft, especially our own 10th overall pick. So no, I wouldn't say that at all just yet. But yes, it was a nice goal by Caulfield for sure. Bailey, would Brock be a star this season? Yeah, he can be, but he doesn't have to be. He just got to play good. We have stars in Pedersen and Hughes already. I think, but Brock should be right up there as well. But he just got to continue to improve passing, defense, and be confident on offense. That's what we need. Rome are so cool. I usually join a couple of hockey pools just to make the season more interesting. Nahal Bailey, yes, Bester will be a Brock star. Trust me, I like that. Oliver, I have notifications on. Thank you, Oliver. Nick, hi Clay, how excited are you for basketball's return? I'm excited for basketball, not as excited as I am for hockey, but I do enjoy basketball. I play a little bit, not well. Can't go left, but that's okay. But yeah, I enjoy both sports for sure. Dexter says Ripien was a good fighter. Ripien was a very good fighter indeed. Peter Hughes, Bonnie Henry took the COVID vaccine today, which should make people more comfortable taking it. Yeah, I think the majority of people are comfortable taking it, but you're always going to have people that aren't so sure. Edmund, what's your prediction of Holtby stats? And do you ever read those fantasy pool magazines like Hockey News or Forecasters? Sports Forecasters got Canucks winning second in the Pacific. Well, that's good. I'm saying third, but second is good. Yes, I do read those magazines. And what's my prediction of Holtby stats? I hope he will have a 270 goals against with a 905 save percentage. I just threw that pulled out of the air. I have no clue. But as long as he's winning games, that's the main thing. Nahal, would you take the vaccine right now if you could? Yeah, I would. It's not against the Catholic faith. It's if it meant that I could see family members and friends because they also got the vaccine, I would. Edmund, this was done way before the new division. Oh, second in the Pacific, Edmund. So way before the divisional alignment. That's fair. Yeah, the Pacific's not a strong division. There's Vegas and then everyone else. Justin, hi Clay and GLCPC. Happy holidays. You too, Justin. What are your thoughts on the Canucks looking into helmet ads this season? I think it's the way that the league's going. I think it's not going to be too long before we see ads on the jerseys. Fine with me as long as they're not too crazy. But I'm fine with it. It's the league's obviously looking at different ways to create revenue right now. Rome, best fighter. Anyone ever see Craig Cox tussle with Bob Probert? I do. I remember that. That was a good one. Look it up on YouTube Epic. Dexter says he's going to run the hockey ball. All right, Dexter, if you run it, I'll join it. Dexter, if you run it. Andrew, greetings from New Zealand. Andrew, our friend from New Zealand. Nice to see you. What are you most excited about for the new season? If you're talking about in the league overall, the Canadian division, the North division, I think it's going to be fun hockey every night. And if you're talking about the Canucks specifically, I'm excited to see Hughes's continued development for sure. Nahal, I can't believe it's been a full year of annoying COVID. Yep, it was a year this time that it started, right before the new year. Bailey, do you think this new look team will have a chance this season? I think they're good. They're okay. I'm not worried about a drop off per se, like goaltending, a bit of a drop off, but I think Hope's going to be good. Denver's going to be good. I think we're better on D, despite not being as deep. And tops forwards, we're about the same, right? Because we only got Toffoli at the end of the season. But I think we are very thin. So God forbid there's a serious injury on the blue line, in goal or up front, especially in our top six. And I think we're going to be in trouble, or at least more trouble. Arsenal says, I'm down for the hockey pool. Dexter says, Arsenal, let's do it. Nahal says, I would be honored if my cultural art was on the logo. I don't understand how it's racist. It's an honor. Yeah, that's a good attitude, Nahal. It's good art. I think it's more, not it was racist, but rather they weren't consulted. I think that's some of the issue. Arsenal, sounds good, Dexter. I'm in. Peter Hughes, apparently there are COVID mutations in the UK. COVID is a very powerful virus and doesn't know when to quit. I heard about that mutation as well. It's kind of scary. Fangirl, can't wait for the schedule to come out. Me too. We do know that the Vancouver Canucks are going to play Edmonton and Calgary 10 times and Winnipeg, Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto 9 times. That makes you 56 games. Debut, call me whatever you want. Awesome. Just don't call you late for dinner, right? That was a horrible joke. Dexter, Arso, what's your Twitter so you can get in touch and make it say, okay, beautiful. You guys are awesome. So Dexter and Arso are going to start the hockey pool. That is great. John, somebody, like not just somebody, but somebody, like a friend will sign Abdulkader. That's awesome. Edmund, did you catch any NBA games today? Shocked at Golden State Warriors, but happy to see Nash win his first game. Do you and your kids play? So I heard about the NBA games, didn't watch any of them. Happy for Nash, Kevin Durant back. And do you and your kids play NBA 2K and PS4? Long time ago, we used to play NBA games, but we play more hockey for sure. No, we haven't bought a basketball game in a long time. Arso, I don't have Twitter. Wow. So you have Discord. Okay, Dexter and Arso are figuring it out. That's good. That's good. It's good. Dexter, those bots are hilarious. Yeah, make me feel popular for a bit, but then yeah, that's enough. I try not to look at the pictures. I delete them like this. For true. For sure. What's for true? See, I got flustered talking about those bots. Bailey, would you place Brock on a lotto line this year? Yep, I'd put him back up there for sure. Fangirl, me and my family went for a drive to see Christmas lights, which is very fun. Yeah, that's going to become more of a thing because technically you're not supposed to visit anyone. So go around and see some lights. I think that's awesome. Harry, hello, Harry. I knew you were coming because of Twitter. Thanks for being here. How was your family doing this year in 2020? Overall, they're great. Thank you. Healthy, which is the most important thing. And they all adjusted to their new lives well. I'm excited for the season in January 13, 2021. Me too, Harry. Me and you both, man. Dexter, you asked about my hair after I commented on your hair. Yeah, I know. I know why you talked about the wet hair at cold shower. I was just glad you stopped at cold shower. That's all I'm saying. Andrew, bought the retro reverse Pedersen. Nice, nice. Harry, I bought the retro jersey and got Pedersen. Nice. Dexter, no Blanco. Okay, we're talking about the fight now of the bowling guys. Nahal, I don't think I'm going to get it. I want to get a McKinnon jersey. I already have a skate and home jersey, so I think I'm good for now. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad, Nahal, you're not just impulsively buying the new thing that comes out. John says, why do people bullying? I don't know. Makes them feel tough, I guess. Dexter, I have a video I can send you. Wow, of the fight? Yeah, Dexter, this is kind of bad. Is it bad? Yeah, send it to me. Send it to me either on Instagram or on Twitter. But yeah, if you want to send it to me, I will watch it. And then I'll feel bad for Caden. Arso, you made a video, oof. Harry, who do you think will make the roster spot this coming January? I'm not sure, Harry, if you're talking about the entire team. I'm not going to go through all, well, I guess I could quickly go through all 20 guys. It'll be Demko and Holtby in the goal, of course. It'll be Edler, Hughes, Schmidt, Myers. If we don't sign anyone new, it'll be Jordy Ben and Oli Levy. And then you have Pedersen, Miller, Besser, Horvat, Pearson, maybe Virtanen, Gaudette, Roussel, McEwen, Sutter, Beagle, Harlock. That still leaves out Erickson. Oh no, I left out Tyler Mott. Put Tyler Mott on that third line with Roussel and Gaudette. Maybe McEwen plays on the fourth with Sutter and Beagle, and then Harlock trying to get in, Erickson trying to get in, Berchi's trying to get in. So there's my roster. Nahal, do you like cats or dogs? Dogs, for sure. I can't remember exactly, but I think you have a dog. If so, how is he or she? Nahal, thanks for asking. It's a he. It's Mickey. He's 2.5 years old, and he is awesome. Actually, I'll show you. Oh no, I was gonna show you a cute picture, but it's on my phone, and I'm streaming from my phone. But yes, I like dogs much more than cats. John, I got bullied in school. John, I am truly sorry to hear that. I hope that's behind you now, and that says more about the bullies than it does about you, for sure. Dexter, it was good to see the two fighters shake hands after. Oh, interesting. Okay. Did you get that on the video too, Dexter? Zed, that's unfortunate, John. I agree. Nahal, I live in Surrey, and there's so many annoying bullies that they think they're so cool. Yeah, I think no matter where you are, there's going to be like that. Peter Hughes, Ontario is going to be in a lockdown. Not sure how that affect the Leafs Center. Yeah, with the NHL and their return to play, their medical protocols, it's not just BC we're worried about. Ontario, they're not doing great, and Quebec's not doing great either. I think Alberta and Manitoba are probably safer, or at least there's less issues. It's more about BC, but it's not just BC. It's BC, Ontario, and Quebec. Nahal. And for some reason, all the bullies in my school wear black hoodies because they think they're tough. It's really weird. They recently got suspended and expelled for throwing food at McDonald's manager. Yeah, that's stupid. You know, you get a couple guys together. They think they're hot crap, and they think they're all cool. And it's really sad. It's really sad. So I guess black hoodie is the uniform, I guess. Also, Clay, what do you think about a Yahoo head-to-head points league? Or which format do you like the best? I haven't played a lot of head-to-head. I understand it. We do more points. Like in our fantasy one, we just do straight points for goals and assists, shutouts, and wins for goalies. Yeah, I'd be down for whatever. Whatever you guys come up with, I'd be down for it as long as it's not too time-consuming, which I presume it won't be. John, why do people commit suicide from bullying? Sometimes if they think that they can't handle it, I think, which is very sad. Eduardo, I like the black skate jersey, but they should bring back the white one. Yeah, but you never wear, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. But the black is nice because they wear it at home. You usually don't wear your alternate away, right? You wear it at home so fans can see it, get excited, and then buy the jersey. Joel, when I play soccer against Surrey teams, we always get into fights. Joel, where do you live again? John, Leafs will win the cup this year. We'll see. They might win the North Division, though. Dexter, every time I look at the black skate jersey now, I can't not notice that the logo is so off-center. Yeah, a lot of people talked about that. Joel said, Dexter, it is. Yeah, people were talking. I think I even did a vlog about it last year, too, where my graphic designer friend mentioned it. Fangirl, did you see PD singing with Bublé outside of Canuck Place? If so, what did you think about it? I thought it was fine. It was cute. It's funny. PD hardly did anything. So PD to Bublé is like me to Marie Huey. I use that analogy quite a lot over the past couple of days, and I think it's true. But yeah, it was fun video. And I'm sure it was a thrill for the people at Canucks Place. No, Surrey is definitely an interesting city, especially North Surrey. That place is sketchy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, not the safest place. Dexter, Joel, I'm sorry for pointing this out. If you have one, I think you guys are talking about, the black skate jersey. Yes. Joel, now I can justify not buying it. There you go. We just save you some money. John says, I lose friends to suicide. That is indeed very sad. Peter Hughes, Washington has now signed 2 former Penguins this offseason, Schultz and Sherry. Yeah, that Sherry deal. It wasn't only $750,000. It's so cheap. So the team has become the Washington Penguins, similar to the Calgary Canucks. Very good, Peter Hughes. Dexter, Joel, there are 3 other flaws about the black skate jersey. Watch Clay's video about it. Well, thank you, Dexter. I'm going to hire you as my hype man. Bailey says, have you recovered from losing Markey? Yeah, I like Markey a lot. I thought he was great for our team, but I'm not giving him $6 million for 6 years. I think that was that worked out just well. I mean, just fine. Of course, I say that now until he shuts us out in 5 of the 10 games, but we'll see. Joshua, with the taxi squad this year, have you put any thought into what players you would place on the list? Yeah, Joshua, you got to have a third goalie on there for sure. You probably have 1 or 2 of the young defensemen that don't make the team, maybe a Rathbone or a Chatfield or Rafferty. And then you have all the glut of forwards on there, whether it's a Bailey, a Harlock, an Eriksson, anyone who basically doesn't make the team. So we'll see. It will be fascinating. Dexter, I'll send it to you on Instagram after the stream. Check DMs. Thank you, Dexter. I appreciate that trust. Rios. Hey, what's up, Clay? If you're at the 2019 draft, yeah, if you were I was at the draft. I was there. It was my birthday, actually, my 45th birthday. Who would you want to take, Caulfield or Podkolzin? At the time, I was still bigger on Podkolzin. I know Caulfield was getting a lot of hype and a lot of love, but I felt that Podkolzin more consistently was the higher ranked prospect. In fact, we know Podkolzin was number 3 behind the big 2 at the start of the year, and then he kind of dropped down a little bit. So yeah, I was fine with Podkolzin over Caulfield at the time, but I certainly wouldn't have complained if we picked Caulfield either. I'm sure that's a name that Stan Smith wouldn't have screwed up as badly, if you know what I mean. Eduardo, Indigenous Leaders NBC came out and said they love the Canucks logo and the team. Yes, I heard about that too. Eduardo, NBC, not NBC. Yeah, I didn't think they were on NBC. Harry, any news on Michael Ferland? Nothing more than what you've heard in the media, and what people are saying is it's unlikely he's going to play this year. So that means we do get $3.5 million of cap relief, which could make the difference in signing another player. So that's a big thing. Dexter, Surrey soccer teams are the worst. They're so dirty, but it's fun to play them because it's a good challenge. Yeah, I can imagine it'd be Reels. Yeah, a lot of Surrey Jacks here. I don't even know what that means. Did I just swear? I'm not sure what I just said. Bailey, do you and Marie need a drummer? If so, hook me up. Oh yeah, Bailey, I saw you. I mentioned that on my Twitter. That's awesome, Bailey. Where do you play and how long have you been playing? We usually don't have drums in our videos, but I really appreciate just drumming your head as you're watching the video. Just do that. Actually, I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm a drummer. I'm not a good drummer, but I took up the drums. I'm not that good, but I took up the drums for my church choir. I rented the set and I started playing the drums, and now I know how to play the drums, which is kind of cool. Rios, there's Surrey Jacks. I don't even know what that means. Joel, fun getting clobbered by Vertanen-sized dudes. Oh man, that's crazy. Edmund, I prefer wearing white at home, like back in the West Coast Express days. Yeah, that's true. We used to be the light jerseys at home, just like basketball is right now. Fangirl, with all Canadian division confirmed who will face first? No, we don't know who we're going to face first, but we won't know until the schedule comes out. They are the okay, I don't even know what Surrey Jack is anymore, so I better not say anything. Joel says, where do I live? East Fan. Thank you, Joel. Dexter, they usually try to tackle with their studs up, and they step on your heels. Oh, they also love their elbows. Oh, Edmund, I think most people in chat here would agree the Leafs are predicted to finish top 4, but hilarious that they finished outside the top 4 at the end of the season. Yeah, I think they have too much talent to finish 5th, 6th, or 7th, but that doesn't, as we've seen, translate into playoff success. Rios, I couldn't watch that video of PD with Buble because it was too cringe. I couldn't watch it. You know, Rios, that's funny. You know, I thought it was fine. Maybe because I like music. I like Buble. Maybe because I appreciate it. I'm not saying you don't appreciate music, but even my boys, Sean and Jake, they thought it wasn't the best video. I don't know if they used the word cringe, but I know that they didn't think it was the best. So maybe it's a teenage boy thing. I don't know. Yeah. I like that too, says Joel. I think you're still talking about soccer safely though. Edmund, given the provincial health regulation, my instinct say Canucks are playing in Edmonton. That's not out of the realm of possibility. I certainly hope not though, but we'll see. Arsenal, the only time commitment would be the initial draft. Okay, I'm in. Dexter, never a safe game against Surrey. Joshua, gluten forwards. Is that what I said? A glut of forwards, gluten forwards? Nick, no one talks about the Vancouver Capitals. We have Holtby, Schmidt, and Beagle. That's true. 3 former Capitals. And I know Holtby and Beagle were there when they won their Stanley Cup, but I think Schmidt was gone already, right? Yeah, because Schmidt went to Vegas. John, Mark Recchi is head coach. Arsenal, true Nick, but we didn't take all their players in the same offseason and copy their jerseys too. Bailey, played about 4 years locally around town. Bailey, that is awesome. Nick, Arsenal, yeah, you're right. Peter Hughes, John, actually Mark Recchi is a doctor. That's true too. No, Surrey Jacks are dumb. Surrey kids that think they're so cool. They have a very specific appearance and they talk disrespectfully. John, Augustine doesn't play anymore. Yes, he retired. Joel, I'm excited for Nate Schmidt. I agree. Petey didn't even sing. Nahal, you're right. Petey didn't sing. He kind of said a couple words, and then as they're walking away, you could hear them talking about how he didn't know any of the songs. Nick, about what you said earlier, Clay, Markey isn't known for getting shutouts anyway, so he should be fine. Yeah, that's true. He might let in one goal, but then he shuts the door after that. That's a good point. Nahal, Schmidt or Tanev, I say Schmidt hands down. I agree. Schmidt hands down, younger, faster, but you look at the overall depth of the Canucks D, and it's taken a bit of a hit with both Stetcher and Fantenberg going away. Edmund, my prediction for unsung hero for Canucks season, I'm predicting Nate Schmidt or Holtby. That's good. Edmund, you're going to like our new Canucks Christmas song that comes out. It focuses specifically on Nate Schmidt and Braden Holtby. Harry, I heard rumors that the Canucks might get Travis Hamonic. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Harry. Vancouver and Calgary are the 2 teams that are in on Hamonic, Western Canadian boy. Edmund says, Holtby going to surprise people. I think he can get a save percentage above 910. That would be great. Anything over 910 is good. Bailey, what has been the talk about camp? Scheduled to open January 3rd. That's the talk. Peter Hughes. Hey, Clay, any news on doing a video with Steve Dangle? You mentioned before. I like his trade tree videos. He recently did a Rick Nash trade tree, which is huge and as big as Lindros trade tree. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yes, I do have news on Steve Dangle. I'll share that funny story near the end of the live stream in the next 15, 20 minutes, or maybe next 10 or 15 minutes if I get to the end of the questions. But yes, I will be talking to Steve Dangle. That's part of my news a bit later. Dexter, I think Schmidt requested to be traded to Vancouver because he didn't have to spend money on housing. East Hastings is free and they welcome him with open arms. Okay, that was Dexter's attempt at humor, bringing the fact up that Schmidt was suspended for PEDs for 20 games. Joel, here's hoping Demko keeps his 99% save percentage. That'll be tough. Rios, whose defense is better, Vancouver or Edmonton? I like Vancouver's defense because of their offensive ability, but Edmonton's defense isn't as bad as it once was. Josh, I'm excited for Clay Emo this upcoming season. Maybe a veteran, but the skill he brings is going to make this a great season. Yes, I am a veteran. I've lost a step or two, but I'm still the same good looking. Thank you, Josh. Johnny Bochuk doesn't play anymore. That's true. He retired. Fangirl, Steve Dangle is so funny. I've seen his vids, especially the one where the Leafs lost the emergency goalie. Yes, Steve Dangle is very good. Also, Clay, what do you think about our record versus Canadian team last year? We were 5-10. Do you think that might carry over? Yeah, we did not do well. We didn't play well against Winnipeg, against Toronto, Calgary, Edmonton. We were kind of 500. It better not carry over. We'll be in trouble. No, I think we'll be better. I think that, playing 3 and 4 against the same team is going to be very interesting, different dynamic. So no, I think we'll make the playoffs as the third place team. Edmund, did you watch WWE TLC? Bray versus Randy was a cool match. No, I didn't watch it. I read about it, and yeah, it sounds like it was pretty crazy. No, the Toffoli and Stetcher signings still hurt because they were easy contracts. Yeah, they were. The Stetcher one in particular, that should have got done here, but it was a matter of seconds. Nick, I heard Ferland sits out this year. I hope Ferland sits out this year, and we use his salary to sign Hamnick. That's a realistic possibility for sure. Joel Pettigrew, my fantasy trade trees are bigger. That's pretty funny. That is very funny. Edgardo, I think Vancouver's defensive depth and defense in general is going to surprise a lot of people. Hey, I'd be happy if that was indeed the case. I really do, and I really think one of the young guys can really step up and do well. John says Ray Emery is dead. He is. John, thank you for recapping this last couple of years in hockey. I appreciate that. Edmund, I know I always ask you about this, but any more Zoom interviews? I haven't seen the Marie Huey one yet. Yeah, Edmund, I'm going to share about that in the next few minutes or so. But yeah, watch the Marie one. It's fun, and you get a little bit more insight into who she is. Dexter, thanks for all the info, John. Fangirl, can't wait for next season to start. Me too. Josh, so it's Canucks superfan and Leaf superfan. Sign me up. Who's the Leaf superfan? Sorry, Steve. Yes. Bailey, do you think Marie Huey will cope as the anthem singer? Well, I think she'll do more than cope. She'll thrive. I don't know if it's going to be her job, though, like on a full-time basis. But I think she will get a good share of the games for sure. She better. She's so good. DH, were you into WWF, WCW back in the day? Bret Hart got me into it as a kid. DH, I've been a wrestling fan since I was 5 years old, so 1979, 1980. So I was even pre-WCW. It was when it was in the NWA. So yes, I know a lot about wrestling for the past 40 years. And I'm proud to say it, sort of. Edmund, I think Toffoli won't do as well with the Habs. He has no one to play with except Brendan Gallagher. Their best center is Druin. Yeah, they're not as talented in the top 6 for sure. So I don't think, I agree with you, Edmund. He might not do as well. Joel, if after the season Winnipeg is still undefeated against us, yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy how we can't beat them. Nahal, WWE was so good back in the Attitude Era. I wasn't even born then, but I watch old matches over the matches now. WWE is lacking iconic superstars currently. Yeah, Attitude Era, Stone Cold, The Rock, Mankind, Undertaker, Triple H, DX, all those guys. It was a fun time for sure. Nahal, guys like Undertaker, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, and The Rock really made WWE good. There you go. John, Jimmy Howard still not signed. I miss Taker in the Streak. Yes, Nahal, for sure. But, 56 years old, I think. Davey Hunter, oh, sweet. In that case, favorite wrestler of all time? Favorite wrestler of all time, Ricky Steamboat. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I liked him back NWA days. Yeah. And Debut Hunter, remind me how old you are. I thought I put you on my spreadsheet somewhere. My spreadsheet where I have a lot of people's ages that I can't read. You know what I should do over the break? I should type this up. Debut Hunter, do I have your age anywhere? Because I want to write it down because you're on here a lot. 33. Don't think I'm on there. Okay, here we go. So you're in the middle column. Everyone knows the middle column is the middle age guys. Debut Hunter, 33. Okay, thank you. Fangirl, I'm just thankful that so far, knock on wood, I haven't been near anyone on COVID. That's good, Fangirl. Joel, can we please sign Schneider? Do you mean Corey Schneider? No. He'll be too expensive, I think. Bailey, do you think Tyler Myers will get big minutes this season? I do. He'll get top 4 minutes. Arso, what do you think about Robertson and Laff not being allowed by their teams to go to the World Juniors? I'm sure they would really want to. If the season is starting January 13th, the World Juniors will be done by then. Yes, but maybe they're afraid they're going to get hurt, and there's really, especially for Lafreniere, there's nothing for him to accomplish anymore, given what happened last year. So I think it's okay. I think they'd be more focused on their NHL careers, quite frankly. Debut 133. Thank you, John. Where does Alex Pietrangelo play? Pietrangelo signed in Las Vegas. That's why we got Nate Schmidt. Nahal, I was confused what happened with Hulk Hogan. Why was he so hated recently? Long story, Nahal. We'll have to save that for another vlog, but just look up Hogan on Wikipedia. Joel says, yes, Corey. Lego Rocks. Hello, Gio. Yeah, Gio, you're right at the top here. Oh, actually, but when I wrote it down, I have Lego here, but when I wrote it down, I think you were 19 at the time. Because I can't remember when your birthday is, but yes. Okay, I got to switch that to 20. Why did I have 19? Gio, I can't remember when your birthday was, but I'm glad that you are here. And nice to see you. Yes, Lego Rocks is indeed 20. Not sure how long you've been here, Gio. You've been lurking, or if you just got on, but we appreciate you being here. Obviously, anyone who's on my channel, I'm sure, is already subscribed to Gio, but if not, pop over to his channel and give him a follow. It does awesome stuff. Famous Lego Rocks. Hi, Gio. Dexter Clay, when you showed me the person's name who you couldn't read on your sheet, their name starts with a J and and ends in 57. Oh yeah, that was on my envelope last week. Yes, that was pretty funny, Dexter. That maybe the line of the night right there. His name starts with a J and ends in 57. Love it, love it. Nick, I thought Schneider got signed by the Islanders. What happened there? I think they just haven't announced it yet, but word is that Lamoriello already has him under contract. Maestro, do you think the Canucks will sign Hoffman? Nope, he's too expensive. Canucks don't have that type of money. I'm not even gonna say they don't want that type of drama. Like he's a good hockey player, but I don't think the Canucks are leading contenders. And in fact, I thought I heard Rick Dhaliwal say that the Canucks are out on Hoffman. Joel, what are the ages for? Joel, it started as a joke, actually, just for fun, because I would always joke around how I think I was way older than everyone that watched. And a lot of it had watched the stream. And a lot of it had to do with some of the language people was using, like not bad language, but just more slang or cool person language. And I'm 46 years old, very proud to say that. I'm a good looking 46. So then I started to write down ages, not of everyone. So it's not like, don't worry if you're not on the list. It doesn't mean I don't like you as much, but it just, anytime people offer their age or whatever. So I have one column of all teens, one column of middle-aged young adults, and then one column of, I should have Davey Hunter over here. And then one column of old people like me. And that's basically, it's just for fun. That's all. Rome says I'm the oldest. No, Rome. Oh, yeah, you are, by one age. There's two 52-year-olds. Whoops, it doesn't matter. Rome has never been shy about that. So Rome is 53. I have a couple of 52-year-olds on my list as well. Peter Hughes, the Canucks could sign Schneider for league minimum to make the Horvat for Schneider trade more interest. Well, why do you want both guys on the same team? Yeah, but I think Schneider, his best days are behind him for sure. No, Clay, what do you think Lego says at the end of his vids? I think he says, and bye. No, I think he says something about social. I hear the word social. I think he's saying something like, follow me, Lego Rocks 99 in social, but I have no clue what he's saying, actually. It's pretty funny. I get more excited about the different ways that Gio inflects and bye. So, but yeah, there's something. Oh, Dexter says you might know, but I'll get to that in a second. I don't know what he says. Lego says, I'm in July. Awesome, check this out. We'll watch the full replay later tonight. Thank you, Gio. No, don't bother, man. Like, save your time. It's fine. But thank you for being here. Edmund, who is your all-time favorite pro wrestler and current now? My favorite pro wrestler now? That's a good question. That's a really good question, actually. I like. There's no one that I get super excited to see, like, when they're on. I have to make sure I make a point of watching them. I like the New Day. I think they're great entertainers, and they're really good athletes as well. But truly don't have I've liked Kurt Hennig in the past, God rest his soul. I've liked Bret Hart, Davey Boy Smith, another one has passed, Ricky Steamboat. So you can tell I like all the guys that are quite technical. They're not the biggest guys, but they're fast, they're strong, obviously, but they're very technical wrestlers. Rios, Lego, July, what? I'm July 8th. Rios, July 8th is my wedding anniversary, so I will never forget your birthday. Rome, I like Macho Man. Yeah, he was good. Dexter, yeah, I couldn't read the other letters. Bailey, think Schmidt will be a goal scorer this season? No, I don't think so. That's not going to be his role. His role is to play defense. His role is to activate and get the puck into the offensive zone. But I wouldn't look at him to be a goal scorer. Peter Hughes, I like Lego Rock's videos of his NHL video games where he had star players like McDavid and Matthews as Canucks. Yeah, Lego can stack his team if he wants to, and he does a good job with that. Dexter, the mysterious J57 is 42, I think. Yeah. Oh, you're very good. Yeah, you're right. It's right there. Very good, Dexter. It is J something something. That must be ST. Anyways, yeah, but it's 42. Dexter, you have a great memory. Dexter, I know Lego says something about trolling. Ah, very good. Fangirl. Hey, Rios, we share a birthday. Oh, good. Well, I know your birthday now, too. That's awesome. Maestro, who's winning the Super Bowl? I got Steelers winning it. I don't know. Can you... Yeah. Man, it could be Pittsburgh. It could be Kansas City. It could be Buffalo. Then the West, there's New Orleans, who played Kansas City. I don't know. It's hard to go against Kansas City right now when Mahomes is on. Travis Kelce. Yeah. So if you got Pittsburgh, I'll go Kansas City. Merry Christmas, Clay. Thank you, Shiraz. Merry Christmas to you as well. Edmund, I like Ultimate Warrior. Back in the day, I couldn't like Kenny Omega. Yeah, Omega's good. Lego Rock. Social is a correct word. Oh, very good. Same with trolling. So we've got two out of the two words. Social is there, and same with trolling. Okay, we got to break that down. Gio, do you actually, let us in on a trade secret. Do you actually say it properly? So if someone, not that I would slow it down, they would actually hear you make out all the words? Or has it become almost a meme in a good way, where you actually kind of mumble your way through it now, and that's kind of your thing? Be very interested to hear the answer to that. You guys are trying to crack my code. Favorite wrestlers for me were Rob Van Dam and Jeff Hardy. Yeah, those are good. Yeah, both kind of the same ilk. Daredevils, that's pretty cool. John, Vancouver Canucks will win the cup. I like that. Nick, Schneider used to be my favorite goalie. Really hope he gets a chance at the new team. Yeah, he really dropped off. He dropped off quite quickly. But when we had him and Luongo teaming to win the Jennings Trophy, was pretty stacked. Edmund, also Austin the Rock were great. Indeed. Joel, we should try and get Shinkarik and McCann back. We don't need Hunter Shinkarik, but Jared McCann, yeah, always liked him. Did I tell you guys the funny story about Jared McCann? I think I told you this. There's the golf tournament that Sean, my son, caddied for Bo Horvat. Sean left his phone in the golf cart by accident. We went to wash our hands, came out, and Jared McCann had Sean's phone and was trying to, I don't want to say break into it, but he was trying to basically guess the code to get into Sean's phone. It's pretty funny. And then he gave it to us. That was my one story with Jared McCann. Another story, McCann, Virtanen, and Hutton were the three rookies in 2015, 2016. And we knew that we were going to get rookies in our Canucks Christmas wrap. That Christmas video I did with Ariel and Marie, we didn't know who they would be, and it turned out to be Virtanen and Hutton. So maybe they got the short end of the straw, so to speak. Okay, let's get back on track. Nahal, does Triple H still wrestle? Him and Orton were the only current wrestlers I like. Only on a special occasion. He's running the company now. Edmund, favorite heel all time would be Triple H. He was good. John, I am playing GTA 5. Okay. Edmund, Triple H does wrestle, but barely. Yeah, he focused on NXT. Nick, Chiefs or Packers for me? Yeah, I think that's fair. Dexter, yesterday was the first time I watched a full quarter football, and I got to witness Juju getting smoked and the Steelers playing awful. Yeah, Steelers have dropped off for sure. Nick, Pittsburgh has looked awful lately. There you go. John, could be the Seahawks. Yeah, the Seahawks are too up and down for me, but you never know. Lego, Joel says, if Schneider isn't the requested comment at the end of your next video, yes, Gio has been doing those, not code words, the comments, which is pretty funny stuff. Dexter, Lego says, don't troll in his outro. Very good. Shiraz, Lego, I want to hear the answer to that too. Rios, Lego's diss track, Lego Rock's diss track. Nahal, did you hear that there is a new strain of COVID in England that spreads even more rapid? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Nahal, about the mutation. All right, Lego, I think it's a bit of both. At one time, there was a legit phrase, but over time, it's become a jumbled mess of a meme. That's beautiful. Yet you're going to still have people try and figure it out, which I think is amazing. Social trolling, Lego Rocks, and buy. Oh. Social trolling, Lego Rocks 99 and buy. Very good, Nahal. That's a good guess. Social Trolling 99 and bye. Got Hooked. Hi, Clay. Hello, Got Hooked. Nice to see you. Petter Hughes. Pasternak was drafted right after McCann. Yes, a lot of teams passed up on Pasternak. Arso, that means we should go back to his older videos to figure out what he's saying. That is exactly what Gio was saying. Dexter, what are your thoughts on Juju dancing on the opposing team's logos before each away game? I think that's unnecessary. I don't know football culture that well, but I know that probably is not part of it. Edmund, I was surprised how good Justin Herbert has been for the Chargers. Yes, I should have picked him up in my fantasy pool. And Chase Claypool has cooled down. Wish Ben would throw to him more often. Yeah, but he's only a rookie. He's going to be great. Edmund, also, you think Carson Wentz is done as an Eagle? No, his contract's too big. I think he's going to get him another shot. I do. Rios, I know what to do. Find Lego's intro. Okay, good luck. Dexter, Lego, can you tell us what it is? You've said it before, but I've forgotten. Shiraz, Lego, I certainly replied one day 10 times trying to figure it out. That's funny. Accident. Hey, Sean, leave your phone in this cart. Yeah, that's true. That would be actually a cool way to meet players. Good point, Josh. You're on to me. Shiraz says replay. Dexter, subtitles won't work. Hot take. Hello. Wow. All the hockey YouTube legends are in here tonight. It must be Christmas time. Hello, John. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Everyone knows that John was the one who introduced me to to a live stream raid, a YouTube raid. I had no clue what was happening. In fact, you guys remember, I almost had an accident in my underwear, in my pants. I got scared and I thought that I was getting hacked. John, Hunter Shakarik playing in the KHL. Rios, that's what I was going to do to his older vids. Go to his older vids. Good luck. Sup, John. Dexter, hi. Hot take. Did you enjoy the U.S.-Finland game? Nahal, see you, Clay. I got to go. Hope you have a good rest of the holidays. Thanks, Nahal. Take care of yourself and Merry Christmas. John, hey, Rios. Hi, hot take. Yes, Dexter. Hey, Gio. Awesome. Maestro, would you have taken Edmonton deal instead of New Jersey in the 2013 draft? Yeah, it sounds like Edmonton offered a lot more for Schneider, but it's hard. It takes a lot of guts to trade in your own division. So I don't blame Mike Gillis for not wanting to trade to Edmonton, because now you're facing Corey Schneider at the time 6 or 7 times a season. Now we're facing Jacob Markstrom 10 times this year. It's hard to face, especially a goalie. Like, it's different if it's a skater, a forward, or a D-man, but to trade away a goalie to a team in your own division, that is pretty tough. Joel, YouTube keeps recommending me Lego's video on beating the Facebook Messenger game. Arsenal, I'm in the finals for my fantasy, and Herbert has been a big reason why. Arsenal, good luck. I think you heard me talk about you're doing better than I did. I won the regular season, but I got ousted in the playoffs. Bailey, you should have Brock on a Zoom interview. It's pretty hard to get Canucks players on a Zoom interview. Some of the podcasts are starting to get them, but yes. And speaking of which, I should wrap up in the next few minutes and tell you who my next 2 Zoom guests are. John says Merry Christmas. Yes, she said Merry Christmas. Yes, I am married, but Merry Christmas to you, John. Thank you. Dexter says the Switzerland-Austria game was good too. I'm going to watch every single game of this tournament. I watched almost all of them last year, and the ones with Canucks prospects. Well, Canucks prospects is easy. You only have to watch Russia and Sweden. Too bad we're not watching Finland for Canucks prospects as well. But yeah, it should be a really fun tournament. And Dexter says in all the Canada games, of course. All right, that's good. We're at an hour, and we caught up in the comments finally. And yeah, one day we'll get to a time where these streams are so big that I can't read every single comment. So thank you. Thanks to everyone for being here. This is where you can start typing anything you want. I'm not going to read them out loud, but just keep it clean, of course. And thank you to everyone that's here. You guys know that I don't take you for granted. I know you can be doing anything else right now, especially when some of us aren't working or aren't at school because of holidays. So thank you for being here. That includes YouTube legends, Gio and John. Thank you for being here as well. Gio, thank you for giving us some insight into what you mumble at the end of your videos. And I'll tell you right now, my next 2 Zoom interviews. Tomorrow, I'll be talking to Chris Faber of Canucks Army, Canucks Conversation Podcast, and of Sportsnet 650 producer. I'm going to talk to Chris Faber tomorrow, release that on Thursday. Also on Thursday, I'm going to release my Canucks Christmas song with Marie Huey. So that will be on Thursday as well. And then next week, Steve Dangle and I have finally agreed to a time. So I will indeed be doing that Zoom chat with Steve Dangle next week. We agreed that we would happen sometime between Christmas and New Year's. So I hope you're looking forward to all those things. Look forward to a Zoom chat with Chris Faber. Look forward to a Zoom chat with Steve Dangle. And look forward to my Canucks Christmas song with Marie Huey. And yes, this is the last time I'll be seeing you on a live stream between now and Christmas. So I goes without saying, I wish all of you a very safe and very blessed Christmas. If you're able to be with family that you live with, I hope that goes well. Or if you have a small bubble of 1 or 2 friends, I hope that that goes well as well. And for any of you who live alone, who are alone, at least physically, never think that you're alone, especially during this time that's supposed to be about love, about memories, about family, about friendship. Know that just because you physically can't be with people, that there are creative ways, whether it's the phone, text messaging, video calling, video conferencing, Jackbox, Twitch, whatever you guys end up doing, whatever you cool people end up doing, there are other ways. So I just hope and pray that everyone stays safe, stays healthy, and stays in a really good mind space this holiday season. Okay, there is my PSA for the day, for the week. And yeah, we'll do one more live stream between Christmas and New Year's before we wrap things up and get ready to go with the new year. So once again, before we go, subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Like this video if you haven't liked this video already. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Merry Christmas, God bless, and go Canucks go.